Hello.
Hello.
No.
Oh, it's Friday night. It's live improv from New York City, and we're just figuring it out from around the country. Man, we got this country well represented. I want to say hello to the cast. Hello, Stephanie, and hello, Barry, and hello, EJ. And I'm your host, Scotty Watson. And we're going to meet some other people right now. Actually, we're going to meet the inhabitants of the extraordinarily small town of Goon River. Oh yeah, it's a very, very small town. It's smaller than some Canadian towns, like Lethbridge.
Yes.
My Canadian friends are going to smack me for that. Now, what is a big event that could happen in the life of a small town?
The
Funeral.
A funeral in this town, yeah. A third of the town would be gone.
Yes.
There's a big funeral. They're trying to decide if they're going to hold a funeral for Mayor Gunderson. Very controversial mayor in the town, just passed away, and the people of Goon River needed to make that decision. Are they for having a big funeral for Mayor Gunderson, or are they against having a funeral for Mayor Gunderson? Well, I'll tell you something about the nice people of Goon River. They're good people, salt of the earth, but they are opinionated. So I'm going to let you take a second to go ahead and change your names on the screen so that we can meet some brand new residents of Goon River. Hey, let's start with Turk Smedley. Turk Smedley. It's interesting. Normally, Smedley is spelled with an SCH, Schmedley, but you're Turk Smedley.
That's right. That's right. Smedley here.
Nice to meet you, Turk.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do in the town of Goon River?
Well, Scotty, I'm kind of the factotum.
I have no idea what that is. What is a factotum?
I'm a guy that just does it all.
Oh, you're a jackass of all trades.
That too. Yeah.
So that's a
right.
factotum. That's a new word for me. All right.
Well, I'm happy to educate you.
Well, that's another thing that you do.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, Mayor Gunderson was a controversial mayor. Are you for the funeral or against it? Should he go quietly into that dark night, or should there be a big shindig?
Well, that man, he was mayor. He's been mayor for I think it was 3 or 4 decades, and I think he's seen the better times. I think we just put him in the ground, no casket, nothing.
He was mayor for 3 or 4 decades, and he has seen better days.
Yeah,
because he's dead now.
Yeah,
just saying.
Just put him in the ground.
No funeral. Let's just get this.
Yeah, no services, nothing like that.
All right. Sue, is it Sue Sows or Sue Sows?
Excuse me, sir. It's Sue Sows.
So is it S-O-W?
Sue Sows. Get it right.
S-E-W-S, and I would immediately dove into Sows. But S-O-W-S is also Sows.
Maybe for Canadians.
Wow. I didn't realize this was going to get personal, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. Sue, what did you do in the town of Good River?
I owned the local cleaner and tailor, and I did repairs for all of the locals. Prom dresses and suits and anything. Jeans need to be hemmed. They don't come in everyone's sizes. They need to be tailored.
Sure.
Turk Smedley, he can do a lot, but he did not know how to sew.
No, because Sue Sow sews.
Sure.
See, that would have been. Wow. We'll be talking to you in just a second there, Betsy. It feels a little bit like lining therapy today. So Sue, and I was just pulling your leg. I really was. I know it's so. Sue sews. So Sue Mayor Gunderson, controversial character. Should we have a big funeral? Maybe
He was a fabulous man. He did amazing things for the town. He brought new buildings and he redid the post office and he gave money to the library through his parties. He raised money. But I mean, we don't need to waste money on a big funeral. Just cremation. Spread his ashes over the town.
That seems messy.
No, it'd be like snow falling down.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's two people that are against the big funeral, and I'm told there was going to be a parade. I don't know. It was quite a big deal. Bessie Babcock.
Well, hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
No, hello.
Hello.
May I help you?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were done. What did you do in the town of Goon River?
Well, I'm surprised you had to ask. I was Mayor Gunderson's personal assistant for 20 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He deserves the best. He was a small man, but he was a great man. What he did for architecture in this town is, we're going to live with this forever. His statue to Dolly Parton is copper. It's made of copper. Who does that? He should lie in state.
Oh, that's very classy when you have somebody under glass like Pheasant and they lie there and everybody goes by.
Absolutely. I volunteer to sit up all night with a candle at a vigil for him, and people can file by. All three of us can file by all night.
All right. That's really nice. All right. Now I'm told that I know the vote was 2-1 against having the big funeral, but I'm told that the town council decided unilaterally, since it was only Bessie on town council, that there's the big funeral and a procession into the So let's talk a little bit about what we were doing the day before the funeral, who you saw, that sort of thing. Let's dive in and start with Susos.
Well, the good thing about the procession was that the more people, the more business I get, which is, they all need to have perfect attire. They need to have their pants hemmed. And, sometimes you need to take out the jackets for some of the people, especially Turk Smedley. He gained a few. So Bessie Babcock, she had a thing for the mayor. That's why she's doing all this. She thinks she's in the will. I don't know about that. I think there's a lot she doesn't know.
Well,
but anyway,
sorry.
We'll see. No, we'll see. Maybe someone else was in the will.
All right, we'll check in. Let's check in with Bessie right now. Bessie, what did you do the day before the procession and funeral? And I've heard some talk that maybe you're in Mayor Gunderson's will.
Oh, well, I would be most surprised if I was. The day before the big parade and line in state, I was getting my legs waxed because I heard the news of the world was going to come and take photographs, and I was going to sit pertly next to the coffin with my legs to the side in a ladylike manner.
Pertly. All right.
Pertly.
All right. Did you see anybody while you were having your legs waxed?
Well, no, I try to close my eyes and think of Tennessee. It's a painful process.
Yeah, that's what I do when I have my legs waxed. So.
It's the only thing.
Turk, let's talk about that day before. What you eating, by the way?
Good God.
I made myself a donut sandwich.
That's good eating.
I made the donut, Scotty,
Sure.
and cut it right in half, and I laid on some Swiss,
Ugh.
some ham,
All right.
Ugh.
corned beef,
Oh.
and I put some sauerkraut right on that donut.
I do like me some sauerkraut. That's disgusting, though. All right, tell me about the day before the big procession and the funeral. What were you up to? Who'd you see?
Well, Sauerkraut went. It's a little sour. Okay. So, Scotty, like I said in the intro up way back, I do it all, factotum. And they hired me to set up and be the caterer for the big funeral shindig.
Right.
And so I was just setting the table, That's what I do. I set the table for everybody at Goon River.
Sure. All right. Well, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat about the day that everything happened. Let's dive in and find out what you were doing on the day of the funeral and what happened to you. Bessie, let's start with you since you were closest with Mayor Gunderson.
Well, on the day, I should have known better than to ever trust a man who calls a funeral a shindig with catering. But no, we had that smedley chappie running around with his baked beans and his grits and his whatevers. And the man opened one too many tins, if you ask me. Everything's canned with that guy. I got cut on my nicely waxed leg. Serrated edge of his can of corned beef. It serrated me.
It serrated you.
Serrated me on my leg.
And that turned out to be fatal, did it?
It was gangrenous within seconds. God knows what Mr. Shindig does with his food.
Oh, that is some fast-acting gangrene.
I was on the floor, foaming at the mouth. I was most unladylike and unseemly. I did not go gentle into that good night, let me tell you.
Oh, all right. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Turk, I understand you accidentally killed Bessie. What happened to you?
Well, like I said back in the intro, and then that day before, I do everything, right, Scotty? I do it all. Look at that. They're filming the funeral. I hear the helicopters now. Their local TV station's going to film the funeral. But I set up the crematorium.
Oh.
For the mayor.
All right.
I gotta start the burner there. I went underneath. I turned on the gas to get the crematorium started.
Right.
Some bitch let's blew up in my face, Scotty.
Oh dear, you were
tore my head right off.
Wow, that's even quicker than instant gangrene.
The quickest, yeah. I went quick. I didn't know what happened really. I had that donut sandwich in my mouth.
Oh, so you were saved from a fate worse than death. And Sue, what happened to you that day?
Can I just say, who gets their legs waxed before a funeral? That tells you everything right there. Everything you need to know is in the leg waxing before a funeral. You don't show your legs at a funeral. Okay?
I do, but go on.
Well, maybe your legs, Canadian legs, maybe. Yeah. But, it's just, I digress. Turk put on a beautiful catering. It was so wonderful. I mean, when you go out, you got to do it with style. You got to have a party. You got to celebrate your life. And the fact that he was going to load up that crematorium and fire it up was such a beautiful ending to this gorgeous, amazing man's life. It was just such a great idea. So I was running because Turk kept eating those donut sandwiches. I mean, who eats a donut sandwich? I mean, so I kept having to take out his jacket. By the end, I had to cut new fabric and put in panels, kind of like these right here. Put panels in so you could fit his whole body in this jacket.
Sure, but what happened to you, Sue?
So I'm running before, as he's going to the crematorium, lights up, blows up in his face. The backlash comes up to me and I'm fire all over me. And I just burn up.
A lot of fire.
If you had used flame retardant fabrics, maybe you would have
Fashion, not fashionable.
Good
But-
point. Good point. Well, I want to thank you for sharing your sad and tragic tales from Goon River. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Turk. Thank you, Bessie. And thank you for watching Improv on a Friday night. Yay. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hey, we're going to be back with more improv. So please stick around because there is more to come.
Whoa!
Ooh.